Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my March anticipated reads. I'm a little late. I should have done this in February. Today is the day that they do all of the releases, so the first, I think the first 4 books on my list all come out today. And I kind of, wrote down what these books are about a couple days ago, and now I'm kind of iffy on the synopsis. I'm sorry, they looked really good, and so I do want to read them. I'm just not positive about the whole synopsis thing. So the first one that I wanted to get my hands on is called The Dead I Know. Now this came out I think in 2011, but it's got a revamped cover, and so there's a new cover edition release coming out today. And this is by Gardner. And it's about a boy who has these weird dreams and sleepwalks and dreams of dead people. I don't know if it's future kind of dead people and then he can see who's gonna die, or how the dead people come about with his dreams and sleepwalking, but it's sleepwalking, dead people, and dreams. Just, it grabbed my attention and I want to check it out. The next book that comes out today is called Mosquito Land, and this is kind of like a road trippy, coming of age, contemporary, and I normally don't read these kinds of books, but it does sound really quirky and cute. And it's about a girl who, what happens? She's living somewhere that she doesn't want to live, and then she finds out she has to move back to her hometown, and so she hops on a Greyhound bus, I think, and makes her trek back to her hometown and meets all these strange people along the way, and self-discovery ensues, and so forth and so on. The author of this book is Arnold. Again, it comes out today. The book cover is awesome. It's kind of like Little Miss Sunshine. That's what the book kind of reminded me of, and I totally loved that movie, and so I want to read this one. The next book, which sounds super awesome, and of course all of these books sound awesome or I wouldn't put it on my list. The next book that comes out today is called Charisma. This is great. You're going to love it. And this is by Jeanine Ryan. I wonder if she's related to Carrie Ryan. But this one again comes out today. This is a mystery psychological thriller where if you want to be, I don't know if it's not famous, but just better, if you just want to better yourself, there is a drug that you can take that will, what does it say? It's an underground therapy drug that you take it and your personality changes. So the main character in this story, I believe, is a loner at high school, and she's ugly to, her peers' standards, and doesn't have very much of a personality, but she wants all these kinds of things. And so there's this drug that you can take that will make you popular and, all this cool high school stuff. I don't know what I was going to say. Anyways, it seems really cool, and the cover is a bunch of rabbits with a pink one in the middle, and I like rabbits and I like pink. The next book that I've seen on Sarah Churchill's channel before that seems really interesting, and this one comes out also today, and that is called The Bone Gap, and that's by Laura Ruby. This book seems super interesting. It's about a town called Gap where people disappear, and the town just kind of is so used to it. They are desensitized by the situation that they don't even bother really searching for the people anymore. They just kind of, oh, it's just a normal thing, and so they just go on with their life. It seems interesting. I want to know what happens to these missing people. The cover is like a honeycomb with a bee on it, and I want to know why there's a honeycomb and a bee. How does that pertain to missing people and this strange town? I'm intrigued. The next book on my list comes out on the 30th of March, and you're wondering what happened between the 3rd and the 30th. Well, all the other books were either sequels to books I've never read or contemporary, so I just skipped them all. So the next one is called The Cemetery Boys, which, yeah, that sounds good. This is by Heather Brewer. And this is obviously a paranormal horror book, and I want to read it. And I like the cover. So there. The next book on the list is comes out on the 31st, and that one is called What Waits in the Woods. Yeah, I want to know what waits in the woods too. And this is by Kiernan Scott. And it's a thriller horror mystery about a group of kids that go on a camping trip. Right there. Camping trip? Horror, psychological. Is it a serial killer? Is it a monster? Is it crazy cannibals? I don't know. But I want to know what happens to these kids in the woods. Did they get eaten? Did they get killed? Does one survive and the others die, and then they have to come back and tell their story? I don't know, but I want to find out. That one comes out on the 31st, and I skipped one. So let me tell you the last one that I skipped, and that is called Immortal Remains. This one comes out on the 10th, so in a few days. And this is the sequel to a book that I actually own. The book is called Nearly Departed. It's got a really cool cover, and it talks about, it has like a ghostly cover, and it says that the people they live in Weirdsville, and that's the hook, Weirdsville. I was like, yeah, I want to find out what this is, but Immortal Remains is the sequel, so that would be great to get. And this is by Rook Hastings. Again, it comes out on March 10th. So 7 books for this month. Not too much, but all sounds really good. What books are you looking forward to? Because I know a lot of people do the contemporary fantasy genre, science fiction, and I'm always interested in learning about new books. I kind of go by like cover when I'm looking, and then if the cover looks interesting or it has kind of like a buzzword in the title, then I will look up the synopsis to find out what it is. So if I've missed any really cool horror paranormal books that are coming out this month, or either, fantasy, science fiction, let me know down below, because I would love to know which ones I am missing. That's it! I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully for the Wednesday, Top 5 Wednesday. We will see if I can get to that. I don't know. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I have to tutor tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and goodbye.